Good morning, it's the Saints man. How we doing? It's Sunday morning. It's 8 o'clock. Ain't quite sure when this is going to come out. Week in the life of horrendous weather at the moment. We've got this storm Bert. What a great name for it. Yeah, went to rugby yesterday. Saints Coventry at Coventry. It blew a hoolie. That's the way of putting it. Absolutely blew right down the pitch. Made a mockery of the game, but the Saints got a win. Um, Bloody weather's horrendous. Today it is blowing. Oh, stay safe. Don't know when this will come out, but let's look back last week. Pretty average sort of week, really. It is a struggle still. It is a struggle. I managed to get Thursday saved today. I had 2 good days and two pretty ropey days, but it evened out. Monday, I hadn't got a job booked in. Um, Oh, I had got a job. I got it picked up Friday. That's a lie. I've got 7 boxes I picked up Friday night. And they were to Colville. Just a local job. It's only 40 odd miles from me, 45 miles. Got good money for that. And got it delivered by Upper State. Then I got a job, a small job, good pence per mile to Nuneaton from Colville. Um, and then I took one from Coventry to Swindon. Normally, Swindon is a absolute, it can be a real iffy one for me. I do Swindon quite a lot. I do a regular job to Swindon, probably every 2 or 3 weeks, and I sometimes struggle. But I got a job, and it was from Cairn, Calne. I can't ever pronounce how it's pronounced, but it's Cairn, and it was to Peterborough to deliver on the Tuesday. And Peter, you had to go past Northampton, so it was absolutely ideal for me. Pick that up. I quoted appropriately because it was the last job of the day to get home with some money, and Peterborough is only 35 miles from me. So, yeah, we picked that up, and it was a small pallet. So we were home, good time. It was a fairly longish day, but on really good money. And then Tuesday, obviously, took the pallet to Peterborough. I did look Monday to see if there's any jobs out of Peterborough. There was nothing. I thought I'm going to struggle here. Peterborough is one of the places I really struggle to get work out of. I don't know why. It's not the best place, but I just don't get work out of there normally. So wasn't expecting too much, but I did. I got a job from Yaxley, which is I was only 4 miles from it, and it was to N20 London, which is okay. It's not a problem. North, anything north with a biggish number, you haven't got to go into central London. Got good money on that, London money. So I was happy with that. Didn't expect to get nothing else either after that. Got that delivered. It was only 5 boxes. Yeah, 5 boxes. And I thought, I'm not going to get much else. Stuck in traffic, in London traffic. A job was there, Harrow to Farringdon. I wasn't far from it, North London. I've just got to go back in a little bit. And I put, again, good money on it. But I knew the shipper, and he phoned me up straight away. But I was only like 4.5 miles from it, and it still took me 45 minutes to pick it up. But I'd got it within the hour and took it to Farringdon, and it was 3 bags. And it wasn't actually to Farringdon, it was a village just outside Farringdon. And it was a small little unit. Strange little place, but it's okay. Got that delivered, didn't get nothing from Farringdon, and that was a bit of a drive home, 55, 60 mile home. But it's a gallon of fuel, isn't it? And I'm not night outing in this weather. Let me tell you, it was really bitter cold last week, every day. So we had a pretty good day, okayish day, because I'd counted the Peterborough job in Monday's total, but it's overall, isn't it? I haven't got nothing booked in for Wednesday. Really quiet around Northampton. Monday, Tuesday last week. Don't know why. Sorry about the light. It's just early morning. It's nearly dark still. 20 past 8, and it's still really dark out. Um, but then I got a job. I got from a shipper who uses me a lot. And if there was a job, he phoned me up, and yep, can I do this? And it's only a mile from up the road from me, and I said, yeah, I'll do it for him. And it was a place called, it was going to a school, a private school, in a village called Compton. I don't know if it's a private school or it wasn't, but it was a nice posh school, and they're having an event that evening, and I took stuff for the event, but it was sort of middle of nowhere really. So I drove back up towards Oxford, South Oxford, and managed to get a job from Whitney to Coventry, and it was a wait and return. It was just a laptop. Pick up in Whitney, take it to Coventry, change it over, residential address, back to Whitney. Pretty good money. And I'd got to get my van to Dad's because, excuse me, I've, I'm sure about, well, I could smell exhaust fumes when I'm at traffic lights. I've got a really good sense of smell, and I've got a whiff of exhaust fumes now and again. I had it like the week before, a couple of days, and thought, I'm sure I can smell something. Tried to check it myself, couldn't find nothing. And I thought, perhaps it's just me, I was behind a lorry and all that. And I could smell it again. Just when I stopped in London, when I was in London, North London, I smelt it. I thought, there's definitely some exhaust fumes coming. But when it's moving, nothing, absolutely nothing. No smell whatsoever. The bonnet up a couple of times, but I was convinced there was exhaust fumes coming from somewhere. So I phoned Daz up. He says, look, if you drop it round, I'll have a quick look. But he's so busy. He said, all I can do is have a quick look. So when I finished the laptops back to Whitney, I phoned him up. He says, bring it round now, like in the next hour, and we'll have a quick look. Well, he will. And he found it straight away. And it was a really small leak. And it's only when you're stuck dead still in traffic that it leaks out. And it's from a seal just at the front of the engine, and you can see where the black soot had just put the exhaust debris onto the bit of the engine. I didn't see that, but yeah. So he said all I could do is tighten it up. There's a Jubilee clip. There's a seal on there, and he said tighten it up quickly. He says and see how it goes. He said it might do it. The seal's gone completely. He said I'll order a new seal. So that's how I finished Wednesday off. Had a good chat with him actually. It was quite good because it was late on. It was about 4 o'clock, 4:15. Uh, and my next van, when I go and get the next, when I go looking for the next van, I'm going to go to a place where they've got a lot of vans. I've been once, had a look, just to browse when I was in the area, and I'm going to go back. They get vans in bulk. They're hire vans. They're all doing the same sort of mileage, and you can pick from whatever. So we're going to go back in February. I'm going to take him with me. I'm not going to tell the people he's a mechanic. He's just a mate who's come with me, so we can drive. He can drive one van home, and I'm not going to part X. I'm just going to buy one, probably. We'll see. See how the money goes. So that was Wednesday. Thursday, uh, I got a diabetes phone review, which I have. They just phoned me up. I'm in a new surgery now, moved doctor surgery, and they want to have a phone review. So I've got to be at 3:30. I've got to be sort of parked up or on a long drive where I could just do it while I'm driving. And Thursday, I'd got a job. I picked a job at Wednesday night after I'd been with Darren. I picked the laptop up, and it was down to Whiteley for Thursday. Done the job numerous times. Weather was shocking. It was shocking down the south. Snow, really poor weather. And I delivered the laptops about 25 to 9, 20 to 9. And I thought I just need a job, really, get out of here because it's getting quite heavy. And I got one uh, Thursday. And I got one pickup in Gosport going up to RAF Waddington, RAF base near Lincoln, which was really good for me. 200 odd mile, good money on it. Still quite a good money. And it made my week. It made up my money for me to have Friday off because, as we know now, I'm trying to do 4-day weeks. Getting 61 now. I'm trying to get Friday off each week, or just do half a day if I get the right money. And if I did this job to Waddington, great. That would be it. Picked it up. It was one very, very small box, airplane box. But it's going to an RAF base. And if anyone's done ministry defence bases, they know it can be really awkward, or it can take a long while. This didn't, because they come to the guard room. I didn't actually go into the base, the camp. So we got that delivered, and we trundled home, 66 miles home, cross country. So that was my week. Friday, I did all my admin work Friday morning. I've got 2 outstanding payments, phoned them both up, got them sorted. And yep, the exhaust leak is just slightly, you can just smell it when the engine stops, when the engine's to tick over. He's ordered the seal, ordered the Jubilee clip, but it's very, very minimal. Can't smell it at all when you're going along. So we're taking that as he's going to do it. It's in for a big service. December the 6th, it's got a service and an MOT. And that's about it. I had the diabetes review. They phoned me up actually. It was on the M1 in the morning. Should have been 3:30 in the afternoon, but they phoned me up. It was about 11:30. So got that done. All good. I'd given blood tests before and improvement, a good improvement. So happy about that. And that's it. That was the week. I'll quickly run through the figures. Oh, the fuel first. My fuel's gone up a little bit, which is a little bit annoying. Both cards are the same now. BP UK and Fast. What's the other one called? Well, it's a UK card as well, but it's with Texaco. Can't remember what it's called. It's some, but yeah, mileage. I did 1,200 miles just over last week in 4 days, 39 hours. So I did a full week. If you think people do 40 hours a week, I did 39 hours. So I did a full week in 4 days. 28 hours driving. Money 829, which is okay before VAT. You add the VAT, it's 994, just short of £1,000. Obviously 10% for the VAT, and it comes out at 895.32. That was 2 good days, Monday and Thursday, and the other 2 days were okay-ish days. They were both roughly the same, 150 and 155, but the other 2 were well above target. So that comes out at £223.83 per day. So we've now just gone over since January. Obviously, I didn't work in January. I don't work in January, but I've now gone over after VAT, after paying the VAT, the 10% VAT all year. I've just tipped over 40 grand, 40,200, and that's pretty standard. The last couple of years, it's been about 43,000 a year gross after VAT though. What I mean by gross, you've got to take off fuel, subscriptions, la di da da, all that. So, yeah, pretty happy with that. I've just paid my, I've just done my public liability and my goods in transit. Got that for £125, which I think is pretty good. My company quoted me 240 all in, but I knew there was cheaper ones around. They put it up by £80, and I wanted the same. Goods in transit and public liability. Goods in transit is 10k, public liability 5 mil, and I got it for £125. So really happy with that. And I've got a quote. Thanks for all you guys for putting the your suggestions for hire and reward. And what I thought mine was high at 1,400. I've phoned up a couple of the guys who sent it, and it is about the same. One was 1,300 and something, just under, and one was 1,500. And I thought, you know what, I'm not going to bother anymore. I'm just stay with who I am because I know what insurance I've got and I'm happy with it. So I'm going to pay the 1,400. That's due in December the 12th. My subscription for CX is due January the 12th. So it's an expensive time of the year for me, but the money's there in the bank to pay for it all. I do pay my subscription in one hit. Maybe I should pay it every 3 months in case anything happens, because I know if you packed up in 3 months' time, you ain't going to get no money back off the CX. But that's how I roll. I just pay it off. Yeah. So we had Friday off. Did some admin Friday morning, quite a lot. Just paid my quarterly VAT, which is always nice to get the VAT man his money. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing all right. So, trying to keep the videos a little bit shorter. We're nearly at 15 minutes, so I'm sure you'll get bored. But please like and subscribe. I did have a look. I got 1,240 subscribers, which is fantastic. But if you really want to subscribe, please do. It doesn't cost anything. It gets the message out there. If you've got any questions, I try and answer them. Some questions are obscure. I've just had one come in. I haven't got a clue what it's about. Doesn't really, some questions I don't answer because I just haven't got an answer for them. But I do try and answer honestly how it works for me. So stay safe because it is blowing a gale. And no tramping at the moment because the weather's just so bloody cold. And hotel prices have come down actually. So if I did get a long journey, I'll probably hotel it if I can get a 40 quid hotel, travel lodge or something like that. We'll see. But I haven't got nothing booked in next week yet. Friday was a bit. I normally look Friday afternoon, but I was visiting my auntie, who bless her is still with us and still doing okay. Well, okay, she's bless her. She's got a bit of dementia, Parkinson's, and all that. But yeah, so Friday afternoon, I didn't even look at the feed. So, like I say, all the best and stay safe in this weather.